Yo, Joker, what's up? Welcome on in. How you guys doing today? You know, we got a minute left before it's done, but I kind of just want to get into the game. So let's go ahead and start playing, shall we? Depending on whether or not you're watching on the YouTube side of things or the Twitch side of things, YouTube side of things kind of shows what deck we're going to be using today. We're going to be using a hybrid of Tornigen and Morfrost to try to climb rank. It seems to be working out pretty well for me. We're just going to hop in, start playing Grounded 2. What's that? I don't know if I've ever heard of that game. I've been on kind of a D rank recently just because I've had to forfeit a couple of games because I had to start doing other things around the house and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I was Obsidian 1. That's the highest I've been, but now I'm Obsidian 4. So hopefully I'll be able to start climbing back up the ranks and get oh so much higher than I ever was before today. I don't know how long I'll be streaming. I do have to record with Kel a little bit, and they should be free around like 2-ish. So this honestly might be a super short stream, but there is a chance that they are not going to be free until later. It depends on what happens on their side. So I might be streaming for a handful of hours before I go to my locals. I might be streaming for an hour and a half, and then he's ready to record, so I got to dip. Whatever it's going to be is what it's going to be, and I can't wait to see what that is. I'm just excited either way. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been well since the last stream. I'm sorry that the last stream ended so chaotically. Oh, Joker, that's what that is. Yeah, I've seen, I didn't know that that's what the game was called. I've seen people like Shroud post a video on that game. It seems pretty fun. It seems pretty fun. I do know that movie, by the way. I grew up with that movie. All right, I'm going to take a bat form, and I'm going to take an Indus because I have the... Or I'm going to take Scorpio, and I'm going to take Indus because I already have the bat in my hand. And then we're just going to pass. I don't think I need to set multiple Gorgon's Gaze because they can only play one card, so I'm going to go ahead and pass here. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Like I said, I'm not sure how long we're going to be live streaming here. I am very curious to see if this deck will do numbers the way that I think it will. I'm not positive. Do I want to stop their search? You know what? I think I do want to stop their search. They already can't like attack me with it because it's in defense position, but this way they don't get their... Okay, it's Vesuvatuga or something that... is it Vesuvatuga or Krakatuga? Krakatuga's the water. Vesuvatuga is the grass. They can search for an eruption, I think, with their Krakatuga. So I don't know if they're playing that, but this at least stops them. They could be playing bears, to be honest, because I put this in the bears deck for a little bit. So this very well could be a bears deck that just runs Smoltuga. I guess we'll have to just wait and see, though. We should be able to get over this Smoltuga this turn. Do I really want to drop Scorpio to get rid of it? I'm trying to think here, because even if I drop Mountains of Boreas right now, it's only going to bump me to a 5, so I wouldn't be able to hit over it. Do I waste a Scorpio this early just to get over this Smoltuga? You know, honestly, let's try it. Let's try it. If anything, it's just bodies on the board, right? If anything, it's just bodies on the board. So it's either going to be, we'll get rid of the Smoltuga, or we'll have 3 bodies on board that they'll have to get through. So I feel like either way, this is going to be a decent play. We're only going to be able to bring back Lycan, though, which sucks. But it's okay. I'm not super worried. The real thing that I need to do is just do my best to get over this Smoltuga and slow them down. Yo, Ardias, how you doing? Welcome on out to the YouTube stream. Dang it. All right, well, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get over... Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get over the Smoltuga this turn, but what I can do is I can drop this Gorgons and hopefully stop whatever they do in the next turn. And we are going to get this 3rd body out, so let's go ahead and play it. Also, Ardias, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I don't know if it's Ardillis or Ardias, so please correct me, and I will do my best to say your name correctly in the future. But welcome out to the stream. Do I want to disenchant this? Lycan Form doesn't really do anything. I mean, it could get buffed by mountains, so maybe we should properly enchant it. I'm just thinking... Huh. Oh, I guess it disenchanted it for me. There we go. All right, I think the only thing that I can do here now, unfortunately, is drop this gaze and then pass turn. Just because I can't hit over them at all. Now, honestly, what would be a perfect play is if I draw into Tornadgen on this next turn, and I can just go into a fully enchanted Tornadgen off of this Morfrost. That's what I'm hoping for. But they might see that and be like, oh, that's weird. Maybe that'll be my target, and they'll punch over that for this turn. Did you think about getting Tangia? No, I don't think so. Maybe, but not at the current moment in time, no. Oh, I'm not heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken about that. That's fine to me, I think. I think them getting rid of my Narpoon is probably the better option. In Spanish, double I said like Y, so it's Ardias. Okay, so I was right the first time. Or I was at least close. I don't know if I'm going to have the right, like, inflection with my tongue or my voice, but I'm assuming that Ardias is correct. I'm going to do Alter. This is actually a good play. I can't use it yet, but it'll be a good play for me to get over the Smoltuga in the next turn. So I think the only thing that I can do right now is I could ascend over my Scorpio to get it into my discard. Or I could ascend over the Lycan form as well, just because it's disenchanted. Mountains of Boreas. That would make this a 4 if I do mountains. I'm gonna start getting bodies. I'm gonna start getting bodies in the grave for a bomb. So let's go ahead and get rid of our Scorpio. Let's dump a bomb and a bomb. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I'll do Tangia. Tangia, it seems like it could be fun, but I don't know if it's going to be something that I'll be using for the stream, because, and maybe it's just a me thing. The overlays and stuff, it seems fun and it's cool. It's just, if I'm going to be using any of this stuff for future content, like if I'm going to rip these from a VOD and upload it, I would rather not have the interruptions on screen. Maybe that's just a me thing, though. Okay, when this Cinder... Wait, hang on, what does this do again? When the Cinder receives one or more top 3 cards from their deck to their underworld. That's fine. I'll let that happen. I'll let that happen. That's fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. Why? Why both Tornadgens? Why, dude? What a horrible pull. Oh, that's so unfortunate for me. What? What the hell? That was probably worst case scenario. That, like, legitimately probably worst case scenario. That actually sucks. Do I want to drop a Tsunami? I need to save my board, so I feel like I should. Yeah, let's drop a Tsunami. Let's drop a Tsunami. It's not worth the Gorgons at this rate. That's just an extra spirit that I have to expend, so we'll go ahead and put this into defense and not deal with the attack. But Ardias, how you doing today? Are you watching the premiere? Yeah, what up, Twitching? I know, I spoke too soon. I mean, to be honest, in like the vast majority of situations, them pitching cards to my grave is fine for me, because the cards that I need, it's going to be recursion from the grave. So like, I need Morfrost in the grave so that my abominables get really strong. So in a normal situation, them pitching cards to my deck is fine. The fact that they happen to hit the 2 cards that I don't need in the grave is actually kind of unfortunate and upsetting. But, you know, there's not much that we can do about that. It's just an unfortunate situation. I think I do play Mountains of Boreas here. And I think as long as their face down isn't a shield, I should be able to get rid of both of their bodies right now. And the reason I'm able to do that is because I'm going to enter battle phase. I'm going to go ahead and be an idiot because I didn't change them into attack position. So that really sucks for me. However, I do have the ability to both alter and Gorgons to stop their attacks this turn. Watch them, but got tired of waiting between rounds. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. When I was watching the Atlanta one, the Cards HQ Open, I would be like, so I was watching my cousin's dog that weekend, and I would like sit down and try to enjoy it. What does this thing do? +1 for each Celestial in your opponent's underworld. Yeah. What's the rest of its ability? When a player casts an Elestral, an opponent must send the top 3 cards of their deck to their underworld. Does that proc on itself? Holy shit, it's an 11. It is an 11. That is insane. That is insane. Oh, it does proc itself. Okay. All right. Is it when anybody casts? When a player casts an Elestral? I guess that'll be my first target. That will be my first target. I need... Do I not play an Elestral this upcoming turn? I think I don't. I can get rid of this Salashade fairly easily, so that's not going to be a problem for me. Let's go ahead and drop this PTA, and then I'm going to simply re-enchant onto the Morfrost Indus form. So now it's a 3-beater, and it's going to have 5 stats. I'm going to switch these into attack so that I'm not being stupid. Right? Oh, wait, they also just didn't attack. Kind of an interesting play to just not attack, right? Let's go into battle. I'm going to go ahead and target the Salashade, activating Altar of Stars. And when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and Nexus off of my Morfrost Indus onto my Lycan. Confirm that. Change the position of Salashade. Salashade's a 3 defense and I have 4 attack, so I'm going to go over, assuming they don't shield me. What does this do again? +1 for each. Okay, so that's fine. I can just skip the Gorgons. I'm not concerned about that. And now we can skip. Cool. Unfortunately, I can't touch the Smoltuga now because I was going to use my altar for that. But that's totally fine. We can get rid of it in the next round. We can get rid of it next time. Because what I can do is I can just re-enchant my Indus, and it'll be a 5. And depending on if I can play something, I might be able to special cast and make it even stronger. So we'll see. Depending on what I draw. Depending on what I draw, we should be fine. But I do have... They are 5, or what is that? 5 spirits above me. So that's kind of scary, but I think we'll be okay. Necklace of Harmonia. On who? Is it going to be on me? No, it's on the Smoltuga. Wow. Okay. Wow. And they're going to change their position. Are they going to go over my Elestrals, or are they going to... Oh, that really sucks for me, actually. I need to activate Heliolith on that, unfortunately. Pass chain. You can't do that on cast. You have to go ahead and activate it before that. So let's go ahead and let's actually... What the fuck? Come on. Let's do one of these and one of these, because I need to start saving my Frost Spirits. Okay, it's a good thing that I have another Gorgons to stop the Smoltuga from hitting me, but this is genuinely scary. This is genuinely scary. I'm gonna be expending a lot of spirits this turn, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because if I either take the damage from the Smoltuga, I think I have to do this. I think I have to. I'm gonna preserve one water. No, do I want to preserve the water? I don't think I should. I'm gonna preserve the water though. So I'm hitting it with Gorgon so that it doesn't hit me. They're also gonna have to expend 2 spirits at the end of their turn to keep Necklace of Harmonia, or the necklace just dies. So that's why I'm kind of okay with doing this, is because they're also gonna have to expend spirits to do this. Are they keeping it, or are they just gonna let it die? Hopefully they keep it, because that'll be better for me. What I really need to happen right now is I need to draw... okay, they did expend to keep it. I need to draw Scorpio right now, or Lycan. If I can get a Lycan to get a Scorpio, then that's fine. Shield kind of sucks for me. That kind of sucks. I like this, though. I like this, though. This is going to be an expensive turn, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-enchant, and I'm going to re-enchant one. Actually, I want to save my Frost. No, I need the Frost, actually, to get the buff from Mountains. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to re-enchant my Indus. It becomes a 5. I'm going to crash into their Heliolith. And they're going to take the 1 spirit damage difference. But since we're clashing, it's going to destroy the... Oh, I can't destroy the necklace. Oh, that was... I'm so stupid, dude. With Morfrost, I keep thinking that I can get rid of face-up runes. I can't. I can only get rid of face-downs. So that sucks. I do have shield, though, so I'll be fine. Let's just go ahead and hit end phase. Do I do have enough spirits to bounce this Smoltuga back. If they don't ascend it anyway. That would really suck if they ascended it. If they ascended it. But dude, what is my draws right now, though? I'm not getting anything that I need. I feel like I'm going to lose this, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so there's a Cinder. Hooray. Hooray, there's a Cinder. Do I PTA it? I don't know what to do here, man. I don't know what to do here. Okay. Okay, well, honestly, that's not a horrible thing for me. Because what's going to happen is... Okay, actually, that's a fine play. That's a fine play. Because what's going to happen is they're going to hit me with their Smoltuga. Because they're bigger and they're better, and they'll hit over my Morfrost. I'll activate my shield, bouncing back the Smoltuga. Then they're not really going to want to hit me with the Cinder, because I'm sure that they're going to want to ascend it in the next turn. And they would take a spirit damage for doing that. This is a really close game. This is a really close game. I'm probably still going to lose, but let's try to stay... let's try to stay positive on this, you know what I mean, chat? I'm probably still going to lose. And this loss is going to knock me into Obsidian 5 territory, which I'm not a fan of. But I assume they're not... Okay, they are going to do that, and they are going to take the difference in spirit damage, and they're just going to die. Do. I need to draw an Ambrosia. Literally, why? Why would that happen? Because I can't even special cast now, dude. I can't even special cast. Let's just expend to draw and pray I get an Ambrosia. I don't. Okay, that's GG's. That's GG's. What I was hoping for was that I expend to draw and I get an Ambrosia and I pull off of my stadium to be able to cast it. But that obviously wasn't the case. Oh, it didn't knock me down into Obsidian 5. That's good. Okay, let's just continue. The deck has like a iffy win rating. It's just something that I like. I enjoy playing it, so I kind of want to just keep playing it. But maybe I switch over. Maybe I switch over what we're doing and we don't run this deck after this game, depending on how this goes. Depending on how this goes. Do. Do I want to keep this? Double key. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do keep this. I feel like this is okay. We have Narpoon, so we can search out the Lycan, and then we have Keon, so we can bring the Lycan back and use it again. And we have a Gorgons to stop them on their first turn. I feel like this is... And we have an Ambrosia. That's always good to have in our pocket, in our hand, too. So, I feel like this one's going to be an okay game. I feel like this one's going to be okay. Do. All right, I'm gonna pull the, where is it? Lichen. And then we're gonna do some dangerous health risking combos to get as many cards as we possibly can in our hand. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Yo, they just gave up. That's funny. I guess they didn't want to deal with this. Let's go ahead and claim the achievement. There we go. That's really funny. I was not expecting them to just forfeit like that. That's kind of hilarious. All right, that got us 1 win back. Ardias, how are you enjoying Clash? Are you enjoying what decks have you been running? Oh do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-dum. You know what sucks is that I kind of want to take. Wait, did I pull Tornigens out of my Daybreak boxes? Where are my cards? I put them away. I want to run this deck at my locals tonight, but I don't know if I. Oh no! Oh no! It's the same guy. It's the same guy. Are we gonna get another forfeit? Oh, this is a. Didn't have the chance to play yet. Well, what do you think you're going to be using when you do play? This is a dastardly hand, by the way. Y'all ready for one of the craziest turn 1 plays ever? It's my main phase first. Let's go ahead and pitch this. We're going to go ahead and gather ourselves an Indus, and we'll gather another Scorpio, just because it's better to have those in hand than not. And since we have 1 more in our grave than our opponent, we can normal cast Morolith on our first turn. So let's go ahead and just normal cast this Morolith. We'll cast it into attack position. This is kind of disgusting because they can't PTA it. They can't Gorgons me. I get an immediate 5 dump into the grave, and we just discard the 5 possible worst cards to discard. Absolute insanity. Let's go ahead and drop this shield down, and then we'll just pass turn. How unfortunate is that for them, though, that they forfeited so early on in the last game and immediately got paired up against me again. Wasp Ivy and wait for Fulgorix and Posthumous to arrive. Oh, yes. Yes, that sounds like an... Did you, What was I going to say? I love my brain, man. I love my brain. I don't remember what I was going to say. But Posthumous is goated. I love Posthumous. Okay, cool. Fun fact, I'm not going to let this Galaxy take my Morolith, so we're going to go ahead and bounce that back with a shield. It's probably not going to be the best shield play, but it's going to be the shield play that we make this turn, just because I need to keep my Morolith here. So let's go ahead and bounce it. And then on this next turn, I'm going to play Morfrost Indus and swing in for 3 damage and get my bombs into my grave so I can use my Scorpion. They gave up again, dude. Oh my goodness. That's so sad. All right, let's see if we can get back into queue and go up against the same guy for a 3rd time. Did I see the trailer for Blade for Marvel Rivals? No, I didn't. But if Blade is going to be in Marvel Rivals, I know a specific person that's going to be incredibly happy. And that specific person is my girlfriend. No, we're going round 3. Is it just me and him that are playing right now? Or I guess I shouldn't assume him, but me and them? Are we the only 2 people playing Clash right now? If so, that's insane. I'm going to keep this because we can do the same thing that we did the last game where we can Narpoon to Lycan for 2, and then Keyon to bring Lycan back and 2 again. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. This is crazy. This is so, like, well, they are going first this time, which is good for them. You can search your deck for a card with an enchantment cost of Lunar and Water and add it to your hand. That's good. They'll be able to get some plays going on. Unfortunately, though, on this next turn, I will be able to take out the Schnark unless they play something that will prevent me from attacking. Oh, my brother sent me pictures. He's looking at an office space right now for his new studio. Sorry, my brother's looking at an office space for his content creation stuff, so he sent me pictures of it so that I can do like mock-ups of what he can do, layouts and stuff. Yo, Codfish, what up? Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good one. Let's go ahead and play Narpoon. We'll cast it into attack position. We'll search for Lycan. We'll do our Lycan pitch with Keon, and we'll just get it going. They have no back row, unfortunately, for them, which means that we're going to be able to just do everything that we want to do and fight over this Schnark. Good at work? Nice. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't want to share that information, then you don't gotta, but I'm always just a curious person. We're going to grab Morfrost, Scorpio, and Bat. Put that into our hands. I'm going to go ahead and play Keon. Let's go ahead and just use one, because I have another Keon in hand to keep, so I'm not worried about having this one just yet. Actually, let's just go ahead and confirm that I don't need an extra one. No problem. Security guard on the weekends and weekend. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and disenchant the one from the Keon. We'll go ahead and bring back this Lycan. I do the good old Lycan shuffle. It's exactly what I'm coining this as the Lycan shuffle. I just go ahead and pitch the Lycan, use the Keon, bring back the Lycan. Right now, there's a bug in the game. I don't know if it's been patched, but when you bring back Lycan with Keon, it lets you proc its search ability twice. I'm not going to do that because that's not how the card is supposed to work, but you'll be able to see it in a second. I'm going to hit this Lycan. It's going to let me search for a Scorpio, and actually, I'm going to search for a... Where is it? I'm going to get an Indus this time because I already have a Scorpio and Bat. I don't need more. It's going to get us those two cards, and then it's going to activate it again for another search. I don't know why that happens. It's not supposed to happen. So I'm not going to take advantage of the bug and gather more cards that I don't need. I'm just going to go into the battle phase. I'm going to fight over the Schnark, and then pass return. Pass return. I feel so bad. Like, first off, I feel bad that... we have to go against this same Tron guy multiple times. This is the third game in a row. And I also feel bad because this is like toxic behavior. We've had the best possible opening hands these 3 games in a row, and I genuinely feel bad. Like, obviously it's better for me because I'm able to just climb my ranks a little bit. That's 3 concedes. I feel so horrible. This is so... Okay. Let's fire up Q again. I really, for the sake of Tron... Okay, it's not Tron. Okay, it's not Tron. That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay. And this is a horrible hand. Do I want to keep this? You know what? It's not as horrible as I just said that it was. I'm going to keep this. You can ascend into your Cryovern, but instead your Cryoling gets destroyed, and then Cryovern and goes into the Underworld? Wait, really? The reason I'm fine with this right now is... This hand isn't ideal, definitely. By no stretch of the imagination is this an ideal hand. But we are going to get the search piece. Why is it giving them the opportunity to do anything? There's nothing on their board. I don't understand. I'm not understanding. Do-do-do. Yo, I wonder if I should make a video. Should I make a video of just the Lycan form chasing down one of the Tron light runners? Because I and just be like queuing an ELESTRALS Clash, be like, lost the game because of it. That really sucks. That's a crazy bug. Did you put a report in? For it? I hope that you did. All right, I think for the sake of this game, it's not ideal, but I'm going to search for Scorpio and Indus. The only reason I need to do that is, one, I have no other draw ability. There's nothing else that I can, like, use to get Lycan back to my hand to search for it again. And I would rather have Indus early on to get Abominable into the grave so I can cast Scorpio at a later time to bring it back, if that makes any sense. And the unfortunate thing about this is that, oh, they passed. I'm so surprised they didn't play that in attack and expend to be able to... Anyways, that's fine. What do I feel like doing? I think, do I just Heart Ascend? I think I just Heart Ascend. It's not going to be ideal, but I think I just Heart Ascend here. Because I can just punch over the Mouse Station, and we don't have to do anything else. Let me just go a Battle Phase and punch over the Mouse Station. Now, I didn't get any of my Morfrost proc off, but that's also okay, because we just got a big body on board, so I think we're okay. I can see if they play a Counter Rune or an Invoke. Wait, you have, like, so when they go to set a Gorgon's face down, you can see that they're playing a Gorgon's face down? I've never seen that one. Gonna be a ban in every comm game because you can... Blade reduces healing? That's insane. What the heck? Yeah, that's... If I was playing comp in Marvel Rivals, I would auto-ban that guy. What the hell? Little symbol for counter shows up or an invoke if they play something face down. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, I think I just play Narpoon again. This is a very interesting game of Morfrost because we haven't played a single Morfrost yet. What does Foamy do again? When Foamy is destroyed, you can special cast a 1 Spirit Celestial from your deck in defense position. Okay, cool. So they're basically just going to be able to protect themselves from damage this turn. I'll grab another Scorpio and a Bat. Let's go ahead and grab Scorpio and a Bat. Why isn't it letting me select? Oh, I have to grab Lycan. I'm an idiot. I have to grab Lycan, pitch Lycan for Scorpio Bat. Pitch Lycan. And then we can go ahead and grab Bat and Scorpio. Okay. Now, on the next turn, I am definitively casting Indus to drop Abominable into my grave. Let's go ahead and do this, and hopefully... Oh, they have to cast it in special, or in defense, so it wouldn't really matter if I would have hit that with that, but this way I know that I can get over whatever they're about to special cast. Because they might special cast a Mouse Station. No, they're going to special cast another Foamy. I was going to say they might special cast an Harpoon, and then I wouldn't be able to get over that body. That seems like a relatively good play, but also a bad play, because you're just expending and expending and expending and expending and expending. So sure, they have more body on the board now. They have another card after that second Foamy got destroyed. But depending on what they play now, it's just not going to be beneficial for them. They could play like a Moss Station. Okay, they played a Moss Station. Or Mouse Station, I guess, not Moss Station. Moss Station's the Earth Nexus variant. But still. Very interesting. The double funnel is nice. I wonder if they have some sort of weird, like, grave recursion. Yo, Sal, what up? Sal, have you played Clash at all, brother? Dude, Sal, it's been a minute, man. How are you? I feel like we haven't talked in a long time. Krakatuga is dangerous. But fun fact, I can get over it. So they're going to make me... I'm assuming they're going to make me expend. You can expend 2, and we have to expend 3. Tornigen's already on board. I don't really see us playing anymore. I've already double Narpooned. I think I should save one for the Tsunami in hand. So I'll save the one. Really focusing on Magic recently. Dude, I miss having the drive and the love and the attention to sticking with Magic. Sal, if you're open to it, I very much so may just be selling my entire like Magic collection. I am so unfortunately out of the game. Shit. I didn't do what I meant to do. That is not good for me. That is not good for me at all. I'll go ahead and pass. I meant to... I didn't even... Dude, what did I didn't do anything this turn. I can play a little bit when we first got access. Willing to take a look at what you got? Okay, sweet. Just because I've been I haven't touched Magic in forever, and the only things that I have really wanted to get is the only things I have really wanted to get are like the secret layers, and I haven't been able to get any of them. So I've just been like not really wanting to keep anything. Unfortunately. I might keep like 1 or 2 decks for myself just so that I can play Commander if a friend ever wanted me to or whatever, but the vast majority of my cards I've just been debating on just offsetting. Which, I mean, a lot of it is like bulk, but I do have a handful of like really expensive cards thrown in my collection. Okay, so unfortunately all of our spirits aside from the water are gone. And our frost. But that is fine. Yeah, exactly like we did at MagicCon. Just bring a couple decks, play with some friends, but other than that, I don't really think I'm going to be buying or... The only thing that I think I'll buy at this point, if I get lucky enough to get my hands on it, is... Oh, do I want to just do that? Why can't I play anything from my hand? Why is it having me go through every single step? That's so weird. A lot of my Pokemon collections, I'd totally do it, especially since you're debating. It's just better to have the cash in hand. Yeah, I actually just offset a bunch of my Pokemon. What is it? It's like having me pass every single response. What? That's so weird to me. Why is it doing that? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mountains. I'm just gonna mountains and then re-enchant Krakatuga to punch over it, or re-enchant Tornadin to be able to put. This is so weird. I've never had to do this in a single game of ELESTRALS. What? Past response. Oh my goodness. Yes, re-enchant. Let me re-enchant my guy. Okay, now I can punch over it. I think I have like 7 or 8 decks. Like, oh damn, really? That's crazy. Why is it having me... God, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this? Why is it having me, like, actually pass priority on all of my steps? I've never had this happen in a single game. Oh, is it because this got clicked to having it be on instead of auto? That's got to be why. I don't know how it got activated, though. I don't remember clicking it, but that definitely was it. Oh, but yeah, sorry. I don't even know if I said it. My brain is so all over the place right now. The only thing that I would be getting is the Avatar set that's coming out. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and maybe the Spider-Man collection. Yeah, COD, sorry. I'm multi-streaming right now. So I'm streaming on my main Twitch account, Grimwho, and I'm also streaming on the Ursa Den channel. Look at that. That's 4 concedes in a row. That's actually absurd. That's actually absurd. Turn on and off and then turn back on the auto pass. Yeah, no, that's what it was. I just don't know how it got turned on. That, like, kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and claim that. And then let me go ahead and I'm going to stop recording real quick just in case I want to use that for a video. Not necessarily that match, but the Tron thing. Because that was genuinely unfortunate. Sal, I don't think you were here yet, but we queued up against someone in this game. Name was like Tron Dragon, I think. And they saw that I played more Frost and they immediately conceded. And I was like, okay, understandable. The next game was against them again, and I had a better opening hand actually, and they conceded after 2 turns. And then the third game happened and it was Tron again and they conceded a 3rd time. I felt so bad. Actually, the 3rd one, I think the 3rd game they played out. The 3rd game they actually played out, but I just felt so bad. Oh my god, okay, this is a good opening hand. This is a good one. Matchmaker put in work. I know, right? I literally went up by, I think, like two ranks, I think, just from facing them over and over and over again. Trying helping you farm for rent. Rank, not rent. That's funny. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast Windjin. It's an interesting lead, but... Oh my god, they gave up! What is happening? Why is everybody just conceding? Why is everybody conceding? This is every single game. All 5 games on stream so far have ended in people conceding after the first one. Keep Discord DMs. Let me check. Like, what the hell is happening, though? No, Sal, what? You pulled the X of 10 Majesty? Brother, what the hell? Dude, what? That's fucking wild. Also, Sal, if you don't pull the fucking X of 99 Stellar Full Art Hephaestus, you're missing out, bro. It's literally you, by the way. It's literally, I don't know if you've seen the picture of it, but the X of 99 Full Art Stellar Hephaestus that comes out in this next month is quite literally you. This is such a weird hand to keep, but I'm going to keep it. Only saying that because with only one Morfrost in hand, if we cast Windjin, there's a very, very high probability that we hit a Morfrost in our search and we can immediately ascend it. And we're going second, so we'll be able to do the damn thing. Easy rank up. I know. I don't know why people are conceding so much today. Also, is it just me, or has everybody had the Astrabit icon this morning? It might just be me, but I feel as though that is an accurate statement. Let's go ahead and cast it into attack. Hopefully they don't have a Gorgon set, and I can just act. Okay, they either have a Gorgons or a PTA, because it's giving them the chance to respond. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Please don't have Gorgons. Just let me get my Tornigen. I guess that's the only downside to doing what I did with this hand. That really sucks, actually. Now I can't really do much of anything. And I'm probably going to lose this game now. I am unfortunately probably going to lose this game. The only thing that could save me is if they ascend their Schnark and I PTA the Ascension. That's the only thing that might save me here. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand, but yeah, anyway, just so you guys are aware, I am multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. Obviously, the Ursa's Den channel on YouTube, but my Twitch is Grimwho, Grimwho. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to. Would love to have you guys over there as well. I'm going to go ahead and target their Draking with a Poison Tipped Arrow, because the least amount of damage that I can deal with, the better. Turn 1 you're going to lose. We'll probably concede like everybody else. Yeah, this is not going well for me. I'm surprised they didn't... Wait. How does Draking work again? When this Draking destroys an Elestral, you can special cast Elestral from the underworld with lunar water spirits only. While that Elestral is on your field, this Draking cannot attack. Oh, cannot be attacked. Okay. That's fine. I mean the Draking is going to blow up, so it doesn't matter. If they keep my Windjin, though, I don't really care. Oh, yeah, here. I can post it in chat real quick. On twitch.tv/Grimwho. And then I'll do the same thing for the Twitch channel as well. If you guys want to check out the YouTube channel, feel free to. It's youtube.com/@UrsasDen. That's where we're currently gaming right now. Let's go ahead and just take Let's take a solar. What the hell? Let's take a solar. Do 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 do. Oh, it's a double cost. I'm an idiot. My brain. Why can I not see what just happened? Docs. Activity feed. Yo, Cods, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and shield. And then, do I want to Ambro right now? Or should I... I'm not gonna waste a bat cast, so I'm gonna expend to draw and then Ambro. Yes! Oh my god, perfect. Actually the god draw. That was the most perfect draw I could have ever experienced. Okay, let's go ahead and Indus form, and then we also have a bat, so we can just grab Scorpio off rip. That was quite literally just the perfect draw that we could have ever had. The shield Winjin back to your hand. Oh my god. You might be onto something. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Tsunami just in case they end up casting double Lunar. But that's a really cool idea. I want to see if that... I feel like it would, right? Because it's not their card. Because it's not their card. I would assume that it would bounce back to my hand. But Sal, what's crazy is that Exo 10 that you pulled, which by the way, fucking crazy work. That Exo 10 that you pulled is typically, I believe, a one of in any deck, and it's an absolutely insane card. So, even though I'm not sure if it goes against your playability, whatever, brother, if I pulled that card, I'd slap that shit in the deck so fast. I would immediately build the Majesty Turbo deck. Like, immediately build a Majesty Turbo deck. I really hope they don't hard ascend over the Winjin. Because I know that it wouldn't go back to my hand then. I assume Shield would bring it back to my hand, though. Alright, cool. So it's double Lunar. I will be able to put it into defense. I will be able to do that. Do I want to do that just yet, though? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll put them both in defense and hopefully be able to bop over both of them. Get one of the new deck boxes that pull it in the magic holder and have a normal one in your deck. And when you draw that one, cast it out. Oh yeah, that's right. You could do that, Sal. They have a new deck box on the Elestral site that has a window. So you can like put the Exo 10 Majesty in the window so that it's protected at all times. Pretty sick indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and Morphrost to get my bombs engrave and hope they don't have a Gorgons. And really hope that they don't have a Gorgons. Speaking of which, guys, I will unfortunately have to end stream here in about an hour. Let's see, what time? 12:42. So at like 1:42, maybe like 20 minutes or so. Maybe on the dot at 2 o'clock. I have to record with Kel. And I don't know if I'll be able to go live before I head to my locals. And then I also have to edit the video that we're recording. Long story short, the podcast episode that we recorded for this month, August, I'll put the blame on myself. I will admit it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. What is gonna happen? It's gonna pitch my Morphrost to bombs. That's good. The recording, it didn't end up panning out, unfortunately, because I know that I think in the last stream we talked about how the podcast was already recorded and I just had to edit it. The video files kept like, they wouldn't sync up well, they wouldn't line up well, the videos would Kel's camera randomly turned off at some point, so we decided to scrap the footage and We're re-recording the podcast anyway. Long story short, so I have to end stream at 2 o'clock when they're back to record, and I don't think I'll have time to hop back on stream before I go to my locals later today. So, prototype for the new deck box when I fought A-Drive in Dallas. Oh, nice. Wait, he had the prototype for that deck box all the way back then. That's hilarious. That is really funny. Okay, this is the moment. This is the moment. We can see if Winjin will bounce back to my hand. I feel like I probably should use shield on something else, but I kind of want to get my Winjin back, so I'll let these guys hit me, and then I'll use shield on the Winjin. Actually, no. I'm gonna take it as 1 solar. Because all I need is the 1 wind and 1 solar to properly enchant Tornadin. And honestly, at this rate, I don't even think it matters if I... Casting it as disenchanted may even be better. So, all I know is that I need at least 1 wind. Actually, yeah, I'm not even going to cast in... I'm not even going to hard cast the Tornadin. I'm just going to hopefully ascend into it with the Winjin and play the Tornadin disenchanted. Because all it is a big body. Let's go ahead and expend 1 frost and then 1 wind. Please come back to my hand. Yeah, buddy, let's go. All right, Winjin's back on our corner. Do I want to risk the play of Winjin just yet, or do I want to just run the Morfrost? I think I need Tornadin to get over the Spectaris, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and Winjin. Because if I play Scorpio, I could set Spectaris to like 0 and then let time run out and then kill it by wasting a bunch of spirits at the end of the turn. But if I use Scorpio to special cast in a bomb, I couldn't target Spectaris with a bomb because the ability would just shut it down and it would die. So let's go ahead and do this. I think for now... Oh, what am I going to call though? Because it would not be a good idea to call, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 engrave. There's 4 engrave, 2 in hand. That means that there's 1 bat, 1 Scorpio, and 2 Lycans left. There's 4. I don't know if Morfrost is a good call. I have a Tornadin in hand. I haven't seen any shields or any Gorgons or any Ambros. I haven't seen Narpoon either. Let's go ahead and call Ambro, which probably isn't the best call to make here. Damn it, dude. Fuck. Apologies for swearing. Root, what up? Well, come on in. But my call didn't have a Morfrost in it, so... Now you guys understand. Now you guys know why I didn't call Morfrost, because we would have lost anyway. Normally, the way you want to do it is you want to call it turn 1 so that there's a bunch of Morfrost in deck. But obviously, at this rate, it's a little bit late for that, so... Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is game 2. The only way I come out on top here is if I draw an Ambro. which I know that I won't, actually. So I will unfortunately just concede. That is quite unfortunate, but it is okay. Let's go ahead and claim an achievement. What can I use my obols for? What even is an obol? Let's see. Oh, you can use them on keys? You can? Oh, you're right, I can. All right. Let's go ahead and test our luck with one key. It's nothing. Oh, I got the Sluggo art, though. That's awesome. Love that for me. If only I used Sluggo. I am waiting to spend money on the game because I want to get the most rewards out of the biggest purchase that I can. And I currently just don't have the money for it. But as soon as I have the money to do it, we'll be doing a huge 100 Pandora's case opening. All right. Let's run it back. Let's do one more. We're at a 50-50 right now. I know that a lot of those just came from all of those concedes that I had, but still. All right. Someone new. Someone that doesn't have the bunny icon. Yo, this is an genuinely goated hand. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Because why the hell wouldn't I? I don't know if I want to lead Winjin or if I want to lead a bomb. Because what we can do is I could get a turn 2 a bomb, but I could also get rid of this foamy right now. Depending on what they're doing here. You know what? Maybe I do Winjin. Winjin call Morfrost. Because this will either one get rid of their Gorgons if they have it, and that's one Gorgons down that I don't have to deal with. Let's see. They didn't have a reaction time, so they don't have Gorgons. Morfrost. Bat. All right, cool. So we called the one Morfrost. We're good. We're going to get a Tornadin immediately. And we have a bat in hand now, so we can draw something different. Let's go ahead and go to our deck for the Tornadin. The other two cards, I think I want the Gorgons first, so let's go ahead and confirm that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fully ascend this like normal. And then let's go ahead, and then since we can, let's go ahead and expend our last solar and search our deck for 3 cards, and then we get to choose one at random. So our hand, we have Bat already. We can do Scorpio. Let's run... Actually, I don't really care about that too much. Let's go ahead and try to grab Morlith, and then let's also grab... let's grab a shield. No. Let's grab an Ambro, and then let's grab a PTA. All right, so we got the PTA in hand. That's good for us. Let's go ahead and drop this. And then to finish the turn, what we can do is we can go ahead and cast, or not cast, but pitch Lycan rather. Grab Scorpio. We already have Bat, so let's see if we can grab anything else that'd be beneficial. My assumption is I'm just going to grab a second Scorpio. Just going to grab a second Scorpio. That way we have a backup in hand. Now we have Indus, Scorpio, and Bat. I'll be able to punch over their foamy this turn, assuming they don't have a shield. If they have a shield, this is so devastating, but they also have to expend a bunch of spirits, so it's okay. Wow, it's a shield. That is crazy. That is a crazy play. That's wild. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, we're chilling. Yo, right, Josh? Welcome on in. How you doing today? All right, well, this is kind of unfortunate for me. Do I want to let them keep Titana Strike? Or do I want to... Okay, the thing that I'm worried about here is that if I activate PTA and kill their Titana Strike at the end of turn, they'll know that the other face down is potentially relevant, and that's the only target for Thunderstorm. So do I want to let them keep the Titana Strike and bait out the fact that they'll get rid of my PTA for the Thunderstorm, or do I want them to get rid of the shield? Because I know they're going to cast Thunderstorm either way. I feel like I should activate it. Mono Spirit achievements, yeah. As soon as I can get my hands on... Wait, the Mono Spirits, are you talking about, like, for the shields? Because those are crazy achievements. Also, can we talk about... All right, guys, I understand it's early access, and I'm sure that stuff will change, and, like, the achievements will change as well. They're going to pop your Poison Tipped Arrow anyway. They gave up. They gave up. No, they wouldn't be able to pop the PTA. They wouldn't be able to pop the PTA because the PTA resolves before the PTA resolves before the Titana Strike searches, and then PTA leaves the board, so they wouldn't be able to pop it. Anyways, before we hop into the next game, I want to end recording so that I can get back the recording for the next game. But what I wanted to say is that I understand that we're in early access and like the achievements will change and we'll get new achievements and stuff, but the rewards that you get for certain achievements are actually so absurd in my opinion. Like I think there's one that's like cast 1,000 Elestrals, or cast 1,000 Invoke runes, or something along those lines. It's always something crazy like 1,000. Cast 1,000 of them, and you get one Pandora key. One. You get one Pandora key. Like, what is that? What is that? If I'm just being honest, what is that? What even is? what even are we doing here? I'm gonna mulligan because this hand is ass. Oh, you meant if I didn't use it? Yeah. You're right. No, but what I mean is they didn't know that the PTA was there. So if I didn't use it, then they had the chance of hitting the PTA instead of my shield. And I would have rather kept my shield in that scenario, if that makes sense. I am 1,000% keeping this hand, though. Okay, so I can go ahead and use... yeah, actually, I'm not even going to bother with the Narpoon just yet. We're just going to pitch the Lycan. We're going to grab one Scorpio, and... Wait, is it Scorpio or Bat that we need? We need Bat. Let's go ahead and grab Bat Form and Indus. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that, COD. You're right. I didn't even think about that. They definitely knew that it was that. All right, I'm going to Morfrost Indus. Cast an attack. We're going to pitch the bombs. And then next turn, we'll be able to get big old bodies on the board. Big old bodies indeed. I need to get more Ash to upgrade my Abominable to be the gold frame or whatever it's considered. Let's go ahead and Gorgon's Gaze down, and then we'll also throw down an altar. And then we'll go ahead and we will pass turn. I think the layering on this needs to be corrected. I don't think it's supposed to be this way, but the Spinning Galaxy should probably just go beneath the whole border frame instead of just barely getting hidden under the wording of a waiting opponent. Use like 6k Ash on my Cryo Scorch? That's crazy. I don't even think I had 6k Ash. I'm only at the tier 2. I like unlocked the border frames and nothing else. I couldn't get any, but I unlocked the level for it, and all I got was the foiling treatment for it. Do I want them to get the heals back? Do I care about them getting the heals back? What's in their grave right now? Can I not check what's in their grave? Well, they only have 18... There's literally nothing in grave. They can't get anything back from that. Oh, you backed Aristocrat 1. That makes sense. I unfortunately could only do Noble, so... Alright, do I want to lose my... Do I want to lose it here or no? Honestly, do I care if I lose this? I don't care if I lose this. I don't care if I lose in this. That's fine. That's more than okay. I feel like this will be my last game, though. This will have to be my last game because Kel will be here shortly, and I'm going to have to record with him. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this game, and it's probably going to end stream off. Hopefully, we come out on top, and I get myself into bronze. That would be ideal for me. So let's go ahead and cast Morfrost Scorpio. They don't have a back row, so I don't have to deal with any shenanigans. I can just get the full effect off. We'll go ahead and proc that. We'll go ahead and discard Bat targeting Sluggle. Discard it. Go ahead and bring back the Abom. Abom comes back. It's going to be I think a 4 right now, so it's going to be just enough to get over the Sluggle. It'll either be 4 or 5. I think it'll be 4, though. Oh, it is a 5. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and battle. We'll go into the Sluggle. We'll skip. We'll hit over and then one direct with the Morfrost. But yeah, unfortunately, this will have to be the last game for right now. Dude, Chimera coming out, first off, cannot wait for Chimera to come out in physical TCG. But the other thing that I cannot wait for is for Terror to be added to Clash, because Terror is a vital piece of Morfrost, and it is missing right now. Terror is like one of the only things that gives Abominable and like gives all the other Morfrost forms the ability to get over your opponents, because without it, like, the majority of Elestrals have a base stat of 2. Bat has 1, Abominable has 1, but the rest of them are 2, and there's nothing higher. So the thing that really sucks about that, right, is that you can't get over a lot of bodies. And I almost said the Gorgons, which is not the right word. But the Terror makes it so that it's a possibility. You have Scorpio on board, right? It doesn't really do too much on the board anymore. You can just hard ascend into a Terror, and all of a sudden your enemy has -2 attack to all of their Elestrals, and they have a hard time getting over anything. So the cool thing about this is that I can just Gorgons it, and I feel like I'd rather Gorgons it than shield it, because I can just get rid of it next turn. So let's go ahead and Gorgons. We're going to drop 1, and let's do a Solar to save my Frost a little bit. Do. And then we're just going to go ahead and get into my turn now. Do. So I could hard ascend into the Tornigen. That would also make my Abominable stronger. I feel like I do that, and I also make it a water so that it can't be tsunami'd. Let's go ahead and do that. Now our Morfrost is stronger as well, so it can get over the Eddy. And our Tornigen gets buffed by the Atlantis as well. Let's go ahead and punch over the... Oh, a PTA is dastardly work. That is genuinely insane. I think I just skip here. Honestly, that's fine, though, because we can still get over the Eddy with it. Send her battle phase and go over the Eddy with the Tornigen. No, yeah, but Chimera is absolutely insane. I cannot wait for Chimera to come out, because that card, single-handedly, it's a 1-drop that has a 5 stat in Morfrost that can force you to discard, which is amazing for Bat. Like, genuinely insane. I cannot wait for Chimera. And unfortunately for me, I'm a high rarity player, which means that I will be hunting down, once I finish my Earth Nexus build and my Funglo deck, I will unfortunately be hunting down all of the Stellars for Morfrost. And that's just another one that's getting added to the batch, because I need it. Except for, I was talking about it earlier with Cal. The funny thing about Chimera is that I almost think I might prefer the non-stellar over the stellar, because stellar Morfrost Chimera, it kind of just looks like a bunch of green beans and peas, like, smushed together, because they're like, it's green and they're circular balls. I think it's funny. But anyway, are they paying out the PTA? They are going to pay out the PTA. That really sucks for me. Want to post it? Oh, or Morfrost can search, so it's going to be easy to bring out. Oh, for sure. 100%. And you don't even need Morfrost to search it out. You can use Narpoon. Just use Narpoon and search out your Morfrost. You can, okay. Yeah. That makes it so much easier to get rid of Abominable. It makes it easier to get rid of anything. And you can legitimately just drop, what do I have? A shield and a altar? Okay. Well, I can't altar, but I can shield. I want to save my Narpoon, or not my Narpoon, my Abominable. So we're going to skip this. We're going to let them get into their attack step. We're going to let them do all that kind of stuff. And then we're just going to hit them with the shield and bounce it back to their hand. While this happens, let me go ahead and activate this. I just want to remind you guys, I am multi-streaming currently. So I'm live on my personal Twitch, but I'm also live on the YouTube channel that I created with Kel. Called Ursa's Den. Since this is the last game of the stream, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, technically it's not the last game. I'm gonna just wait until Kel tells me that he's ready. But in the Twitch chat, I'm gonna drop the YouTube link. You guys can sub over there if you guys are interested in watching more ELESTRALS content. And I'll do the same in the YouTube stream, just in case you want to check out my Twitch, just in case I'm ever live over there when I'm not on the Ursa Den channel. So feel free to go check that out. Much love to anybody that does. Let's go ahead and drop this down in face down, and then we'll go ahead and cast an Narpoon, and I believe we should be able to enchant it. Let's go ahead and cast it into attack. Ursa Den boys, let's go! Yeah, go ahead and join the Cubs over there today. Let's go ahead and search for a Lichen, and the Lichen will allow us to search and pitch at the exact same time, making the Abom even stronger. Also, for those of you, if you guys are subbing over on the Ursa Den channel, I can't tell if something is wrong with my alerts, because it's just like not notifying me if you guys are subbing for some reason. I don't think there has been this stream, but I know last stream specifically, there wasn't any notifications alerting me, so I apologize, but all right, pitch bat, search Scorpio, and bat form. Let's go ahead and confirm that, bring that back to hand. This way we'll have it for next turn. We can get a second Abom on board. Let's go ahead and go into battle phase, hit him with the Narpoon, and then hit him with the Abominable as well for 2. Let me check to see if Cal's messaged me at all. Nothing on Discord. And they have not texted me, I don't think. Let me see. Okay, cool. They have not texted me. Should turn my sound on because I told them that I would. And then turn off my do not disturb. All right, let's go ahead and hit him with the Abom. Next turn when he brings back out Champ, you can alter it to defense. Yeah, I can, because I can then merge over the Narpoon into the Morfrost. So I'll be set to deal with that card for now. Because, yeah, PTA won't really do anything. I could honestly play both, though. Well, yeah, because if I set it into defense, it's going to be a 5-beater. I can get over it with Morfrost, though, so that should be fine. Actually, yeah, I'll save the PTA, because I can just punch over the Galaxy with the Scorpio. Because I'll be switching it into defense, and then it'll be a 0 defense when I play Scorpio. Hello, Sase. Welcome out to stream. How you doing today, Sase? Everybody say hi to Sase. AKA Skibbity Toilet. We're going to alter... Let's go ahead and use a Wind Spirit, because we don't really need it anymore. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to move the Spirit from Narpoon over to Morfrost to set the Galaxy into defense. And then let's go ahead and change the position to defense. Well, it's like S-A-S-A. It's Sase. Not Salsi. Sase. It's her nickname. Do. All right, Morfrost Scorpio, normal cast into attack. We can also Ambro this turn, which is really good for us. All right, let me get rid of this guy that just showed up in our Twitch chat. 100% a bot. I'm just going to ban them. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and cast. We'll pitch bat, set Galaxy to a 0. And discard this. Hopefully they don't activate. They didn't. Let's go ahead and bring back a bomb. A bomb is cast in attack. It's going to be an 8 power, which is quite incredible if you ask me. Let's go ahead and then punch over with the Scorpio. Do 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 do. Oh no, the tsunami. It's actually okay. That's fine. Because I can still punch over with my one that was a water enchanted. Let's go ahead and end phase. Now, whatever they cast on this next turn, which hopefully isn't another Galaxy Champ, I'll just hit him with a PTA. And then the following turn, we should be able to hit for 4 and be pretty golden. And we still have an Ambro in hand, so I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Part of me wants to play another game after this because Kel hasn't messaged me yet, and I don't know when Kel will be back for certain. Because they said about an hour. So I don't know if they'll be like on the dot or if I should just run another one. Going 40 chests right there. I know, right? Are they going to concede? They might honestly concede. No, Ardeus, no, it unfortunately is not. Terror is the only form of Morphrost that is not in the game right now, except for Chimera, but Chimera isn't even out yet, so it doesn't matter. This really sucks for me because they're going to be able to heal back. Do I want to play... I doubt there's anything that they can do to get over. The most that they could do is get rid of my Scorpio, I think. So part of me wants to let the Sluggle live, but the other part of me wants to BM. So let's just do that. Let's guarantee that they can't get over my Elestrals, and then we'll hit them for 4 on the next turn. Got to at least get bronze, I know, right? Well, I think this will be my rank up game if I win. I'm fairly certain that this will be my rank up. Sase, what are you up to right now? All right, we'll go and expend, and then we'll be able to get 3 spirits back with our Ambro. Oh, Kel just texted me. Sounds good, bro. I'm gonna run one more game of Clash. All right, Kel is almost ready. They're just making food, and they'll be good in 20 minutes, so I'll be able to play one more game after this. Let's go ahead and drop an Ambro, if it'll let me play the Ambro. Let's go ahead and snag 3 more spirits. We'll grab 3 Flurmine, because that's really all we need right now. That'll bring us there. I don't think it's necessary for me to search anything with Lycan right now. What is even in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another Scorpio? No, Scorpio is on the field right now. I don't even think there's another. Are there 2 Lycans in my pitch? There is. I don't think there's a single Morphrost that's in my deck right now. Do I pitch it just to? What am I doing? No! I meant to click. No! That's so stupid of me. That was so stupid of me. No. Wait, actually. What? Wait, is this genius? Wait, hang on, chat. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Is this... Wait, could this have been, like, the most abysmal play ever? But also goated? No, it's not. They don't have an Elestral on field, so it doesn't do anything. That actually makes me upset. That makes me viscerally upset. But it's fine. Literally, all I meant to do was move them into attack position, not disenchant. That was a huge misplay on my part. Error. All right, let's go ahead and hit him for 2. That was so sad. I definitely did not mean to do that. At first I was like, oh shit, and then I was like, oh my god, wait, this could be great, and then I was like, oh shit. All right, let's go ahead and play, or not play, but let's hit him with this second Morphrost Scorpio as well. And then I guess I could have just cast the Morphrost, but I think it's better that I have 2 spirits in reserve. That way on this next turn, depending on what they do, I can play this other Morphrost and be able to deal more damage. Because there's not much they can do to get over my stuff right now. Technically, that is a way that they can get over my stuff right now, which is really unfortunate. But I also think that it's okay. I think we're okay. I think we're fine. What am I gonna do though? Could this be GG's? Did I fuck up so bad that I think this is GG's? No, it's not, because we can just bring it back. What a fucking play, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and cancel that, and then we'll just disenchant this and bring back the bomb. Where's the bomb? There it is. Bring back a bomb. And then with our last spirit, I'll play it in attack. I probably could have ascended it to make it a little bit stronger, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for us. The thing that blows is that I'm now... No! Did they just win now? I feel like they just win. Oh, this was such a close game too, man. I think they win. Throw me an attack. I think they win. That is really upsetting. That's really sad. This was a really, really good game, though. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna concede. That really sucks. What am I even at right now? We have time for one more game, so I guess I'm not getting to bronze today, but that was a good game. Yeah, no, that legitimately cost me the game. Disenchanting that bomb on accident actually cost me. But it's so stupid that you can just... I understand it was a misplay, and that isn't like... do I keep this? I'm going second, so I think I keep this. I think I keep this. Because they'll play an Elestral, and I can play Scorpio, pitch Bat, get rid of Astrabbit, play Moralith next turn. It's not like you meant to do it. No, I know I didn't mean to do it. But I think it's kind of... I understand that it's a cost, right? And it's not like a chain of effect that you're like casting something so you have the window to cancel it. But I think the fact that there's no like... First off, why... Oh, whatever. I'm just BMing at this point. Why the hell is the disenchant above changing positions? I feel like it shouldn't be. But anyways, let's stop the BM. We're fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Everything's okay. We are going against someone that's in bronze though, so we'll see what happens with this game. Let's go ahead and cast the Morfrost. We'll cast it into attack. We'll go ahead and pitch Bat just to target the Astrabbit. It's not going to net us anything from the grave, but it will allow us to play Moralith on the next turn. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll also be able to punch over. So that's good. Astrabbit's gone. End phase. That really sucks. That like really blows. Oh great, we have Snowlit to deal with. Skip. And then do I have anything else that we could use? I could PTA it. I'm not going to though. I was mainly just worried about it being able to go into Blizztrix this turn, or the... Do I want to spare? Yeah, I need to keep my... I need to keep my Morfrost around. So we'll go ahead and Tsunami, get them in defense. Yeah, the Blizztrix. I was worried about that, so I didn't want to cast the PTA just in case they hit the second Ascension or the Blizztrix. Okay, I can play Moralith this turn. which will be good, but I also think that it's better for me to get Narpoon out because I can search my deck for other viable cards. So let's go ahead and cast Narpoon into attack. It'll be able to get over the Snowlet, so I'm not concerned with that. We can save Morolith for a later turn when I'm not worried about getting Gorgons. Dude, what am I doing? Brother, I am misplaying after 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 misplaying, dude. What am I doing? I thought I hit water. I'm gonna watch my stream back. I need to see what I just did. Did I actually click or did it bug? Because I genuinely don't even know at this rate. I feel like it was a misplay. I'm gonna PTA. Because I don't think I'll be able to punch. Oh, I could with Morolith technically, but all right, Narpoon cast. Let's see if it was an actual misplay or if it was a weird bug. Nope, that was just me being stupid. I hit Frost. That was actually just me no-braining that. That's crazy. Subconsciously, you really don't want to get to bronze. That's for sure. I know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a good thing this is probably my last one. I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I was able to bring myself back from like Obsidian 4 to Obsidian 2. Well, Obsidian 1, but I, was a dumbass and disenchanted and lost. I'm not about to just waste that though. Let's go ahead and use one wind. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I mean, my board state is getting pretty good. It's getting pretty big, so that's a good thing. Do I cast Windjin? I think I cast Windjin here instead of Morolith. Let's go ahead and cast Windjin. Actually enchanting it properly this time. Because this way we can turbo into Torna and potentially get another Morfrost in hand. Please don't hit me with the Gorgons, thank you. Alright, Morfrost. Please, for the love of God. Okay, there's one. Alright, and there's a shield. Alright, sweet. So we're going to be able to get the Scorpio in hand. That's good. And we can turbo it into a Tornadin. That's even better. So let's go ahead and get that Tornadin out. What would I want to draw first? I feel like drawing shield will be better. But what do I think? PTA probably better short term, shield better long term. Let's go ahead and let's do PTA first. Let's do PTA first. Let's properly enchant. We'll cast an attack, and we can hit for 4 this turn, which is really good. It's going to give us that little bit of a balance out advantage. I genuinely can't believe, like, I actually cannot believe what I did. The last game that cost me my rank up, and just now when I disenchanted the Narpoon cast. Oh, of course they're gonna Tsunami. Of course they Tsunami. Okay. Well, isn't that just perfect for them? Because now they can get over my Tornadin absolutely flawlessly. Oh, do they... Oh, look at that. They properly enchanted the Narpoon. Oh my god, someone has a brain. I don't have one, but I'm glad that someone does. Alright, they got a Snowlet. That's fine. They got a face down. Face down. Please just spare my Tornadin. They're not sparing my Tornadin, guys. How rude. Everybody be mad at them. Alright, let's PTA. And then I'm just going to Heart Ascend over the Narpoon. Well, actually, why would I do that? Can I not normal cast now? No, I can't, because their grave is equivalent to mine. Let's just Heart Ascend over the... let's just Heart Ascend over the misenchanted Narpoon, because there's no need for it to be on the board anyway. This way I can hopefully get the dump. going. And if I can get the dump going and I can draw into a bat. Hopefully I don't discard bat. If I discard bat, I think I just concede. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I pitched in a bomb, which is good for me. Let's go ahead and switch this guy back into attack. And then we're going to go into the attack step. And we're going to punch over the Harpoon. Hopefully they don't shield me here. Wow. Not the double tsunami, bro. Are you kidding me? Are we being for real? This dude just has everything. This guy has every counter for me. All right. I am probably going to lose this one. I'm probably going to lose this one, man. Well, you can't win every game. And I play this game enough to where I will rank up eventually. So it's not that big of a deal that we lost a couple. It's just is kind of unfortunate that I really want to activate my PTA, but I don't think I can. I think I have to let it go. I think I have to let it go. Or I'm an idiot and I should notice that it's being misenchanted so that I can just... What is wrong with me right now, dude? My brainstem is in like the negatives. I don't know what I'm doing. At this rate, I should just concede, to be completely honest with you guys. To be completely fair and honest, I should probably just concede. Like my frontal cortex or whatever is just not working right now. My brain is certainly not large. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass in hopes that they hard ascend into a Blizz, and that Blizz is gonna be misenchanted so that it can't blow up anything on my field. No, they're gonna cast Snowlit. I'll let it happen. I will let it happen. Pitch Scorpio. Okay. I'm gonna face down. I will skip. My Scorpio's dying. I'm just gonna save my Gorgons because I'll be spending the same amount of spirits anyway. At least our spirit math is equivalent now. Okay. And of course, now I drew into Windjin and I don't have any more wind spirits, bro. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? And I don't have anything to do with that. Let's just... Do I have Lycan? No, but I do have a bomb. I could... What's it? 1... 2... Dude, my fucking Abominable would only be like a 3. Actually, this is fine, though. Because I can... I'll play... If it'll let me play Keon. Oh my god, dude. This fucking board state shit. I'm gonna do a 1-spirit Keon to bring Bat back. And then cast Scorpio, pitch Bat, bring back a bomb. And hopefully they let it go through, because if they don't, I think I just go cry in that corner back there. I think I just get up and go cry back behind Pikachu. Let's go ahead and disenchant to bring back the bat form. Should be right at the top. All right, now please do not Gorgons me. Please do not Gorgons me. I'm sorry. Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Oh, I am stupid. I expected to draw this turn. This is what I mean, guys. My brain isn't here right now. I feel like I genuinely just shouldn't be playing. I'm about to tank myself all the way back down to Obsidian 3. I'm actually about to tank myself. I'll skip. They pitch Asprowl. Aspral will trigger. Ascend Aspral. And then it's properly enchanted, so they're going to be able to pitch for Blizz. Hopefully they get Blizz, and I can hit it with a PTA or a Gorgons. This is a PTA, right? Yeah. Alright, are you going to pitch? Are you going to try to pitch for Blizz? Because you have the Spirit to expend? You do. Okay. Please hit Blizz. Damn it. What is my luck right now? I mean, like, actually, what is my luck right now? I guess I'll activate Gorgons in this case, just to try to save at least one spirit worth of damage this turn. I don't think that there's much I can do in this situation, chat. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much that I can do. Let's see, they're at 9 spirits. I'm at 6. I'm about to be even lower. If I cast Morfrost, get a bomb back, that's 2. I'm down to 4. I can get over one of the Esprowls. I can bounce one back next turn, potentially. Let's normal cast. And then do the thing that we always do. My bomb is going to be pitiful. Pitiful attack, but it's fine. I'm going to get rid of the properly enchanted one. Oh, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not going to get rid of their properly enchanted one. And I'm just going to get in a bomb back that's going to be too weak. I think this is just a concede. I think this is just a concede, go next. Cast an attack. What is it going to be? It's a 3. That is... Goodbye. That is so sad for me. That is so sad for me. But I think that that'll wrap up for me right now, unfortunately. I think I just need to stop using my brain. I need to stop streaming. Because if I continue streaming, I'm not gonna like what I'm doing. So, I think what we do is we just end there. I do apologize for not going for crazy long. I do have to record with Kel in a little bit here. That was also just an incredibly defeating game, and I kind of want to just, like, not use my computer for a little bit, and then maybe we come back later when I get back from my locals and we try to grind again at, like, tonight or something. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a fun time here on the Ursa Den channel or on Twitch, depending on which side that you've been hanging out on. But with that being said, I'm going to get up out. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.